I remember like as soon as I got my car, we started doing some mischief, little stuff like egging houses mostly. But we'd go, in the country and there's nothing to do. And so we'd go and like get up to what I would call mischief, never really taking it too far. Nobody was getting hurt for sure. But we would destroy personal property occasionally. We used to bust mailboxes, which I now feel bad about because like that's somebody's shit that we broke and they had to go and pay for it. But at the time it was really fun. But that was as far as like property damage we'd go. I remember we had a relative who owned like a vegetable stand and we'd get the old tomatoes, throw them in houses.
What's you gonna do?
Of people we knew, we'd go like get somebody we knew. We're not like randomly just doing it. But then there was this one kid who was like a year, maybe 2 years younger than me. And he was trying to get involved with our mischief. And I was like, yeah, what kind of crazy shit do you get up to? And he's like, I've been going around with my rifle shooting stuff. And we're like, well, we're not going to get up to mischief anymore. We're going to reform right here and now, Scott. Raleigh, did you hear what he said? We're done. Sure enough, like they were calling him the Livonia sniper in the newspapers. This isn't long after the DC sniper thing had happened. So calling anybody the blankety blank sniper was scary business. He was riding around shooting like inflatable Christmas shit and windows out of the bank and like stuff like that. Like with his 22, just running around fucking windows shit up.
Out of the bank, you said?
Yes. He was shooting windows out of business at night. Like he'd go out late at night and like he clearly wasn't trying to hurt anybody. He wasn't shooting into homes.
In a roughie.
But he was being, they fucked him up. We never saw him again. I don't know what they did to him.
I don't know. He's certainly not the sniper of Livonia anymore.
I don't think he graduated. I never saw him after that again. I don't know what they did. I think they put him in juvenile detention and like he went down a whole different path.
Damn.
Huh. Hopefully a good path. But probably not.
That's not the kind of mischief I got up to. It was always like swimming out really far, jumping off bridges, shit like
the
that.
ocean.
I didn't break anything.
Yeah. You were putting
we had an ocean. We'd been doing ocean stuff, Woody. All we had was tomatoes. We had rotten tomatoes and you had the Atlantic, okay? Yeah. You see the difference.
That's true.
It was so nice to be able to like ride around and be independent that, I don't know, the mischief just kind of naturally followed because I guess I was already a little destructive or whatever. So yeah, we'd fuck shit up and break stuff. I feel bad about that now. I really do. Especially the mailboxes.
Yeah.
If that happened to me, it'd be like, ugh. Now I have like, I don't even know. What does it take to repair a mailbox? Everything included. Like you gotta dig that hole, you gotta put some concrete in there, you gotta buy something, pick something.
Yeah. It would just be a huge pain in the ass that you didn't have to deal with.
We break the box. And I think I remember at one point while we were doing it, like pricing them and being like, hey, if we ever get caught, we're gonna have to pay for these. So let's see how much we're gonna be in for. And be like, all right, they're like $25-$30 a piece. All right. It's going to be rough if we ever get caught.
The thing I have now, I don't think it's very fancy, my mailbox, but the one in Apex was like, it was in a homeowners association. So it was HOA compliant. It was it was $300 for the box.
Fuck.
Right. And then, but if you were to hit it with a baseball bat from a car, for example, like all the trim work on that post, would probably be wrecked, and I'd have to deal with that.
Yeah, it sucked. Yeah, it was mostly those metal mailboxes, and we would hit them with rocks going really fast. We'd throw the rock outside the car, so the rocks going 60 miles an hour. A rock the size of your head hitting a mailbox at 60 miles an hour is not only hard to do, but it's incredibly satisfying because it's like you shot it with a cannon, but you get to watch from 3 feet away in safety, and it makes a really satisfying noise.
Safety. I mean, it's evil, but that does sound cool. I always imagined you were hitting it with a baseball bat, like waist out of the passenger side.
That's dangerous.
But that's what they did in movies, so I didn't even question that. That's what you did too.
Yeah, it doesn't even work because like if you try to use the speed of the car to aid your swing, you're going to get fucked up. If you ever hit something that doesn't give the way expected to. But when we would go to the boat ramps and we'd fill the floorboard of the truck up with these rocks that are the size of your head, and we just toss those granite, retaining boulders out the window at 50 miles an hour. And when they hit a mailbox, it explodes. It's boom.
High schools have drinking parties every weekend.
Yeah. I didn't go to them for the most part. I probably only went to like 3 or 4 like drinking parties in high school. Definitely. Yeah, I did.
I went every weekend. The word would just circulate like, oh, the parties at the docks, the parties at Lightside or Lighthouse, or I forget the different names of the places. Like, even if they told you where it was, you had to like be in on it to know, like, the docks. That could be fucking anywhere in Ocean City. It's an island. But yeah, they always had parties. They're just standing.
Yeah. I'm sure there were drinking parties every weekend in high school, but I just wasn't cool enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, there were every weekend. I just wasn't invited. I remember someone asking me, like, hey, why do I never see you at the parties? And I was like, never been invited to one. I want to say that, but I was like, you know,
should we invite Kyle? Ew, the guy who throws granite at mailboxes.
First of all, like that was cool. All right.
That was cool.
It really was. Like, look, in high school, it was cool. There were hot girls in the car with me who were interested in breaking the mailboxes.
Yeah. If destroying mailboxes is cool, consider me Miles Davis.
Nobody thought the mailbox thing wasn't cool. Everybody who started doing it was like, this is pretty fucking fun. This is pretty fun. There really is nothing to do there.
I'm thinking of the parties. I wasn't cool enough to go to the parties. I guess I was cool enough to know where they were, but it wasn't like it was good for me. Like here I am, a sophomore, right? That's the cool kid that the girls were wishing were talking to them instead of me. Those are the upperclassmen who make me feel unsafe because they're violent. These are the This is a group that's like literally a gang, right? Like they're here, and I'm just here because it's my best idea. Trying not to get into trouble or hurt or whatever, trying to get a girl to like me against competition way too stiff for me. Like that is my party experience.